Welcome into a fresh new hour of CBS Sports HQ. She's Katie Mox. I'm Emily Proud. We hope you all enjoyed the sports equinox from yesterday. It seemed like it was going to be a chill day, and then the World Series decided to play a full round of golf, 18 innings.
First of all, I was appreciative of that just because I feel like the Monday Night Football game was like a bit of a stinker. So at least
we needed some excitement.
We needed some excitement.
Too much excitement
on the sports equinox. First of all, sister, I'm also very happy to work with you. I think this is our first time sharing a desk together. So let's do it. Let's get into it. All right. So Game 3 of the World Series was an instant classic. We're talking 18 innings of chaos and clutch moments, tying the longest game in the Fall Classic history. Freddie Freeman finally ended it with a walk-off homer, while Shohei Ohtani reached base 9 times, an historic night. The bullpens were drained, the stars delivered, and now the Dodgers hold a 2-1 series lead heading into a must-win Game 4 for Toronto. And with that, we're going to welcome in Matt Snyder here, who was there for all 18 of these innings. Snyder, how are we feeling?
A little tired, but, pretty exciting. All's well that ends well. The Freddie Freeman walk-off, shades of the walk-off grand slam last year in Game 1. Really fun. Right when he hit the ball and it was kind of at its apex, I was like, man, he did it again. Can't believe it. Really, really fun overall.
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy, too. I don't know anybody in baseball that doesn't root for Freddie Freeman.
Oh, absolutely. He's somebody that's very easy to root for. But, Matt, we showed that graphic of just all kind of the heroes of the game and broke it down. And Waldo was on there. But one of the unlikely heroes of that game was Will Klein. I mean, we got 4 relief innings out of him. What did you think of his performance when they absolutely needed it?
Amazing. I mean, that's one of the things that's so great about the baseball postseason. I know you could say in many other sports, other people step up in the postseason, but this is a guy who was the last guy on the Dodgers postseason roster that probably did not, frankly, want to use him, and they ended up having to use him for 4 innings. He had never gone more than 2 innings in any other major league outing. Really good stuff. He has a problem with walks usually, but last night he was pretty much nails. He throws hard. You could see him getting all the swing and miss right there. It was just one of those things where years from now, if the Dodgers win the World Series, people will talk about, hey, remember that time that this guy who nobody had ever heard of threw 4 scoreless innings in the World Series game that won 18 innings.
Those are the stories that you really root for, too. That underdog, that kind of Rudy that comes out and wins everything. But we talked last night, Snyder, and you said you think that this could potentially go 7 games. So we look now to Game 4. Blue Jays turning to Bieber tonight, and really a must-win here, hoping that the veteran can steady the ship on the road after that marathon loss in Game 3. Bieber, it's interesting, right? Because he's coming back from Tommy John. He's been limited but effective in the postseason. And, that Toronto has been taxed when you look at their bullpen. So it's a very crucial start for him, Snyder. What's the confidence level that you have in Bieber to deliver under that kind of pressure?
Moderate at best, maybe. Look, I think the Dodgers can get to him. It's going to be interesting to see how much of a hangover effect there is from this game last night. I mean, so many of the hitters were exhausted by the end of the game. It's a 6.5-hour game. Of course, everybody's legs are exhausted. If the hitters are tired, then you could see Bieber dealing. But I could see the Dodgers getting him too, because they have such a good offense, and he is shaky. He's not a frontline starter right now, at least not in this point in his career, at least not having just come off Tommy John surgery this year. Of course, you look at the other side, and Shohei Ohtani is the starter for the Dodgers, and he was on base all night last night. So very interested to see how the starting pitching goes tonight, to say the least.
Yeah, 9 times he was on base, the aforementioned Ohtani, 2 homers, even getting 4 intentional walks, which seemed well overdue based on his performance in the World Series, which begs the question, is it time to give him the full Barry Bonds treatment? What do you think?
Yes, and I think they're already doing it. Like you said, the 4 intentional walks. The last time he came up, they did pitch to him. I was surprised, but they had a conference on the mound. Then they threw 4 straight balls. None of them were even close to the strike zone, so they had no intention to pitch to him at all. That was one of those that we call it the intentional walk, was his last plate appearance. So 5 walks. I'm expecting they'll probably pitch to him in the first inning tonight when he's leading off, but after that, not much more than that. I think you're going to see multiple walks. And John Snyder was asked about it after the game, and somebody just said like, "Hey, not to give away any of your strategy, but are you pretty much going to start walking him most of the time to him?" And he just said yes, and that was it. It was just a one-word answer, yes. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to see. I think it's a matter of just we're talking about the best baseball player in the world right now. He's completely locked in, and as much as I love Mookie Betts, and I do, he's just not that scary right now, especially compared to Ohtani.
I don't think anybody is as scary as Ohtani is. And even though we understand why he's going to get this Barry Bonds treatment, you can't help but to boo a little bit inside because you want to see that kind of specialness
happen.
Fan, of course. Yeah, so as a fan,
strategy-wise, not very smart.
But I will say, Ohtani, even when you walk him, he's still trying to steal bases. He's still trying to make some things happen there, as we saw last night. So we got to ask you now, Snyder, pick to win Game 4. Can Toronto come back?
No, I don't think so. I think this is the Dodgers series right now. And in fact, I think they're going to win in 5. I think they're going to win tonight. I think they're going to win tomorrow. And I think this is going to be a 5-game series. The Blue Jays absolutely had to have last night, especially with the way things went. When they got that lead with that 4-run 4th inning there, they've got to hold on. They've got to win that thing against this Dodgers team. The starting pitching matchup heavily favors the Dodgers tonight, in my opinion, with Ohtani on the mound. Interesting that the Dodgers had to get Yamamoto up in the bullpen, so if the Blue Jays can somehow get this back to Game 6, maybe they can force a Game 7, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think the Dodgers are the better team, and I think they've got this thing.
Love it. Matt Snyder got a game earlier this morning and another one later tonight. We appreciate
Busy
you.
Man.
Yes, we appreciate you joining us here. As I mentioned, Game 4 tonight in LA. Game 5, of course, the day after. And if necessary, the series will head back to Toronto for Game 6 Friday and Game 7. I don't know about you, Katie. I just love Game 7. I want to get
Game
there.
7. I think Toronto. I'm going against what Snyder said. Give me the Blue Jays.
There
tonight.
we go. We're just willing it to happen. That Game 7 would be on Saturday night.
When you need your sports news all the time,
we've got breaking news to bring to you.
CBS Sports HQ gives you a snapshot of all the sports that matter to you.
Big news coming out of the NFL. A lot of movement in the rankings this week.
With highlights.
What a finish at the final round of play.
And in-depth analysis.
Can they three-peat? Tony Romo joins the conversation.
What can you say about this game?
When you need your sports in a snap,
we're bringing you that breaking news right here on HQ.
Find it on CBS Sports HQ. Streaming free anywhere you are.